Hi guys, it's Max here with dartsreviews.tv in association with dartsplanet.tv. We've got some unicorn contender darts for you. These are the Tim Wolters. Fantastic looking dart. I love this shape with the torpedo and that, and it looks like there's some extra milling that's gone in there, so it's going to be interesting to have a closer look. So what I think we'll do is we'll head on over to the table and get them out. So we're over at the table and we've got the unicorn contender darts, and these are the Tim Wolters darts. Interesting sort of looking case there. We've got the nice window there showing the full setup of all of the darts. Got signature replica tungsten barrels, some gripper shafts and signature flights. Shows here that they're 90% tungsten, 24 gram, and they're 0.1 gram match weighted. Over on the back, we've got a little bit of writing there about Unicorn Contender. This sort of like research development sort of logo here with win in the middle. Some dart optimization with a QR code. And the little saying here, every champion was once a contender that refused to give up. Unicorn logo and some safety info. Let's get the darts out and have a look. So the darts come in this like cardboard insert, almost plasticky sort of feel. Got some EVA foam here holding on to the stems, and this like little plastic point holder down here. Little bit of card here showing that we've got the nominal weight, 24 grams. Darts themselves are held in place nicely so they don't get damaged in the box. So let's get one of the darts out so we can have a closer look. Starting at the front, we have this like golden smooth steel point, but it has this extra groove cut in, almost spirals round, which adds quite a bit of grip going into the board by the feel of it. I can definitely feel it. My nail fits in there nicely and runs around. Then we go into this tapered conical nose. Not too long, but it has these rings and grooves in there. The grooves themselves are really narrow with slightly wider rings as it goes up, but it's a nice sort of like feel with your leading finger if that's where you lead it, lend against the barrel. Slightly wider rings as we get to the top, and then we have it separated by this wider, deeper groove here with almost like this bronzish sort of inlay. That square cut on the edges, so I can feel that catching on my thumb there. And then we have another two wide rings separated by a very narrow groove, and that repeats to the midsection where we have this concaved groove in there, again inlaid with that brassy sort of colour. And then we have the taper with a really wide smooth section with all of this extra milling where you have like a dot and then two like semicircle designs that join together to form a circle. They're quite deep cut and square cut as well, so I can feel those, so they have a bit of grip to it, so they're not just there for aesthetics. It's definitely some sort of feel to it. And then we have another concaved cut ring just separating it before we have this signature etch section here and your unicorn etch logo on the other side. Then we go into the clear to red unicorn stem and the Tim Wolters signature flight. Balance feels quite nice, slightly front weighted, got a really nice sort of like taper at the back, so you've got a nice push point, and with these really wide concaved grooves, there's a lot of grip there. My finger and thumb really do sink into those, and it's got a slightly square cut edge, so it catches on there as well. And again, at the wider section here, that deep wide groove adds a nice grip section. Measurement on this at its widest point is 7.5 millimeters and the barrel length is 43.2. So decent sort of like barrel there. You've got plenty of different grip zones, whether you're a front, rear or mid gripper. Going to be interesting to see how I get a release holding on these, because like I said, the edges of each of the grooves and the extra milled section are square cut and I can feel them, so we'll see if I catch on that. But with that conical nose, quite a long point, we should get some nice grouping in the treble. So what I think we'll do is we'll head on over to the board and we'll have a throw. We're over in the dart room with the Unicorn Contender Tim Wolters darts. Looking forward to giving these a go. You've got some extra milling in this, but it's the shape I like at the moment. It's giving me a nice push point, and hopefully I can get a good reference with all that extra milling as well. I'm going to have a couple of throws to get used to it, and then we'll go into our practice routine. So let's see how we get on. Oh, a nice ton 40 there, really tight. Go through at a nice angle. Tried to sneak that over the top, but a nice steady 60. Well, I'm getting a really clean release with it. I've got a nice reference point with that extra milling. I can get the same grip each and every time, so I know I'm going to get a consistent flight, which is really good. I'm going to go straight into our 201 practice routine, I think. So, game on. There we go, 177. Leaves us just 24. Or pulled that one a little bit. There we go, in 2 darts. Well, a little bit unfortunate not to do the 4. First 3 darts went absolutely beautiful, exactly where I was aiming, pretty much pinpoint. The dart felt lovely in the hand. I was getting a nice clean grip and consistent grip each and every time, which is something you really want in a dart, just so you can trust it each time you pick them up. So yeah, let's go have a final thought. I'm absolutely gutted not to do that in 4 darts. I had set that up perfectly with that 177, but the dart itself felt absolutely amazing to throw. It was just the right shape and placement for me, and with that extra milling just on that back smooth section, I managed to get the feel, and it gave me the same placement each and every time. This really is a dart that I could look at playing with constantly over a long period, and I might even change them. I never know. Grip rating, only going to give it a grip of 1.5, because that's where I was holding. I was just holding on that extra milled section. I wasn't on the deep groove either side, so the grip could be slightly higher if you're holding there, or even on that front section. But for me, a 1.5 really did work out just right. The weight that this comes in is only 24 grams, because it's in keeping with what the player throws as well, and a little bit heavier than I would most probably normally throw, but I didn't notice it at all. It flew through the air just right, and I got a really good clean sort of like flight and penetration into the board, so I wasn't worried about the dart falling out or anything like that. Price point for this, it's a 90% tungsten dart, is £69.95. I think that's dead on the money for a player's 90% tungsten dart nowadays. Plus you've got that extra milling in there as well, which all adds to the aesthetics and the feel of the dart as well. If you've got a set of these, or you're looking at getting a set, or any questions or anything, head on down into the comment section and let us know. I've been a little bit busy and not on there as much as I should, but hopefully I'll be on there again soon, and I can start to answer all your questions again. Make sure you head on over to dartsreviews.tv and dartsplanet.tv, where you've got half an hour, or something to pass the time. There's loads of stuff on there, and even some giveaways in the magazine and everything as well. Make sure you tick subscribe and tick the notification bell. Lots of stuff coming up in the future, not just darts, but we do cases, dartboards, all sorts, giveaways, and some talks as well. And it could be something you've really been looking forward to that's only just come out. And something else for you to check out is Superfans. Head on over to dartsplanet.tv. Superfans is a new thing that you can sign up for on a monthly basis. You don't have to sign up for a year or anything. You can sign up for 1 month, miss a couple, sign up again or anything. But the big thing is there are some major savings to be had, loads of discounts, and there's loads of free giveaways as well. So make sure you head on over and check that out. And hopefully I see you all back here again soon. Bye.